Subscribe! 2023. It was an incredibly crazy year. It was definitely not a year that I expected it to be. I could definitely tell you one thing right here. Before the year got kicked off, before it started, in late 2000, really late 2022, I basically was saying multiple times, I was like, I'm going to get a job in 2023. So, I'm going to have less time. And then I was also talking about how, I had such a great 2022. I don't think 2023 will be as good, but it actually just might be. Who knows? I don't know how my 2023 was. Basically, I was comparing it to like 2022, and I expected it to be kind of like 2022. Maybe not entirely, but like I expected to be like, oh, there's going to be a bunch of more fun things happening. But little did I know that I actually was in for quite a ride. All right. So 2023 was the biggest year for me in terms of growth. I will say one thing right here. I did a lot of thinking. Well, actually not really, but 2023 overall and what it has brought me, it is better than 2022. 2022 was just a fun year that didn't really bring me anything that I will need in my life. But, well, except for friends. But 2023 itself, yeah, there were a lot of fun moments, but not nearly as fun as 2022. There were a lot of times where I felt a lot of pain in that year. A lot. From multiple different things. Multiple. And, I did make mistakes in 2023 as well. Not really that large of mistakes, but I made mistakes in 2023 and I grew from them, In 2023, beginning of it, I had a viewpoint on relationships like I need one, and I would always think constantly like, I want to lose, I'm not going to finish that sentence. But in general, I majorly relied on having a relationship. I always constantly thought, I don't I did have the mindset of, I'm fine with being single. I can survive it. But back then, I was really like, it was like a life or death situation almost for me. Like, I need a relationship. I need one. That's how I was thinking. And that's not a good way to think. But because of what I've been through in 2023 and all the growing that I've done in 2023, not gonna lie, it's a little weird how it works, but it makes sense. Now it's just way different. It's really surprising, All my life, whenever I would like watch a romantic film or something, or like whatever, like, video, whenever I'd think about a couple, I'd be like so much more affected by it. I would be like, they got to get together. Like, for example, this is going to be the stupidest example that I'm ever going to give, but one of Samir Bhavnani's newest videos, by the way, his videos sometimes are not entirely appropriate. But in one of his newest videos, there is this is going to sound so stupid. There is a scene where a boy farted in front of his crush when he was asking her, or like confessing to her basically, that he likes her. Then like he farts, and then like a kid walks up and is like, I recorded that, look, you farted in front of your crush. And then the kid got embarrassed, and then he went and laid on his bed talking to his friend, and he was like, what am I gonna do? I can't believe this happened. If I watched that a year ago or any other point in my life prior, I would have a viewpoint of, oh no, and then I'd feel very bad for him. I'd start feeling upset. I'd be like, I hope that girl still likes you, now that I watched it, and, you know, it could be that it's just a stupid Samir Babanani video, but, you know, but just regardless, like, you know, when I was watching that video, like, a couple days ago, I was like, that feeling's gone. You know, it still is interesting to see, like a romantic comedy or romance film, but it does not hit me nearly as hard. It really does not. It's just like, like, yeah. That's what 2023 done to me. 2023 has also taught me to, you know, improve myself. Don't really talk bad about people on the channel. You know, don't bring drama onto the channel at all, no matter what. And not to rely so much on, like, a relationship. Like, don't get me wrong, I do want a relationship. I want to catch one eventually. I want to experience the feelings of love. But if I don't get one, I'm not going to care. Obviously, I want one eventually, but really, like, I guess I'm single for more months now. Now, I will tell you one thing right here. Once in a while, and maybe it's not even once in a while anymore. Maybe when I felt like this in October, maybe it was the last time I was going to feel like this. But, like, once in a while, I will feel, like, really, really, really lonely and needing a relationship. But I pushed through that. Oh my goodness. You know, it's really late at night when JK Bunny joins the game. The amount of pain that I have felt through my very first ever breakup, which happened last year. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. A straight 3 months, maybe 3.5 months of just straight up pain. Got better over time, and fun streams, you know, distracted me, but it was so painful. Like, you're not gonna shove a frickin' pie in my face again, are you, JK Bunny? Because if you do, I'm just gonna eat it. But anyways, the amount of pain that I felt, and I was constantly, like, thinking about this person. Then, you know, eventually it faded away. I didn't feel as much. But then if this person would ever come back into my life, it would majorly affect me. Then it took me to move on to someone else, to finally get myself switched off that main person. Nowadays, I really could not give two flying craps, even if they're, like, present in my life as a friend. I really could not give two flying craps, and I'm proud of myself. I'm happy that I finally am not tripping over the same person over and over again. But there's something I realized. I feel so much different. The thing is that I feel like, you know, well, actually, I know for a fact that, like, romance hits me hard. And, you know, I care about romance, like, so much. You know, it's important to me. The fact that I have a theory here, the fact that I care about it so much caused me to get into such pain after my breakup a year ago. Because of all that damn pain I've experienced, it's now turned positive, and now I'm a lot stronger than I was before. Literally, like, I, get crushes, all the time. And a couple years ago when I had them, my brain would naturally rely on, being with the person, and, whenever I found out that I'm not going to be with the person, goodness freaking gracious, I literally was sad over rejection for, a week. And then, no, not a week, but, 2 weeks. I mean, my first ever rejection, I was sad over for, a whole damn month. And then, not to mention, after the one rejection that took 2 weeks, they were constantly in my mind for the next 2 or 3 months. That was just over rejection. Now, my brain never, ever lets itself think and rely so much on a crush. And then when I find out, oh, no more hopes, I really don't care. Not even like the most recent time that I got let down, I think the sadness lasted. It's so much tinier compared to 1 month at first. 3 minutes, I think. I felt a little uneasy, and I felt a little shocked. I felt a little disturbed and uneasy. And then I immediately didn't care. It's crazy how much of a progression I've made. You know, I'm saying, like, all the pain I've been through my ex of early 2023. Well, I've been through because of my ex of early 2023. That has caused me to grow so much, a tremendous amount. It's crazy. And the fact that my whole viewpoint on, like, romance, like, just changed is crazy. There were also other things that happened within the year that, you know, I've grown from, that I've realized, that I've come to realization. But, like I said earlier in this video, like, I made mistakes and I learned from the mistakes. There's also, just like stuff like, finding out, who's fake, found out there's like a friend or two that was fake, got them exiled from the channel, stuff like that. That was hard on me. But then, eventually I healed from that. It didn't take too much healing because, romance is just that much more important to me. Not saying my current friends are not important to me. Not saying my current friends are not important to me. But that's just how my brain sees things. It gets so much more attached to romance. All right. Well, not really too much anymore, I guess, because, because of all the pain I went through last year, damn. But 2023 is definitely a big growing year for me. Now I've transformed into an even wiser and stronger person than before, and I'm very proud of myself. And I can't wait to see what else I'll grow from. Maybe there's not that much more growing to do, too. Who knows? Maybe I've gone through the vast majority of growth through pain. Maybe not. I don't know. I probably have more growing to do.